You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxFallsJobFair.com. Just a tiny bit over a week away. Can you believe that?
Just let me pull up a warm microphone here. Sorry, I'm a little late to the party.
Over there.
You were saying, John?
Job fair next Saturday.
Well, it is fair season.
It is fair season. I'm going to see if we can get funnel cakes at our job fair.
Absolutely.
Ooh, that would bring people to the...
That would be, yeah.
Yeah, I like that plan.
Oh, I
Pretty
shouldn't have said
awesome.
that.
We're going to round up a funnel. Somebody has to have a food truck for that.
I'm going to have a little funnel cake cart.
Well, have your people call my people. So, Dan, what do we have going on today?
Oh, boy. Lots. First of all, because I told him I'd do it, so I was going through the checkout at Hy-Vee of 10th and Kiwanis. And a young man named Devin, he was my checkout guy.
Oh.
And his bag guy was James.
Okay.
Devin
And
and
they're doing a
James.
really good job. And I'm flying my Sunny 93.3
Right.
colors, my shirt. And all of a sudden, Devin goes, excuse me, sir, are you like on the radio? And I said, sometimes. And he goes, this was pretty funny. He goes, well, could you give me and James a shout out?
Oh, funny.
I said, you know what? Yeah, sure.
Hey,
So,
James, Devin.
Devin and James, Hy-Vee. Hey, shout dudes.
Good to see you.
That's
Way
fantastic.
to check me out. Way to double bag
check
the
me out.
water, man.
Yeah, that's
Double
awesome.
bag my water. So
I wonder if they got a signature on anything from 50 Cent when he was there.
a different location.
He probably made the rounds to all of them, though, didn't he?
No, he only went to one.
No, you just went to
on
the
Louise.
one, John.
Just
He's
ruining
50
it.
Cent.
It's like you don't pay attention.
Gonna
Don't.
traipse him all over town.
Then he went to Pave.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, I missed that whole thing.
Yeah.
One of the greatest rock and roll voices ever. Frontman for Led Zeppelin, Robert Plant, is 73 today.
Nice.
Let's see, who else? Oh, promoter, Don King. You
I had
know
a dream
him.
about him.
You did, really? Of course, probably most notorious for his association with Iron Mike Tyson, his haircut, and pretty much single-handedly destroying pro boxing. He's 90 today. What? Not making that. Heidi, are you okay?
I am okay.
You all right?
I'm all right.
Okay, well, if you get faint, whatever, just tip that way.
Okay.
That would be awesome. Love this guy, Isaac Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
Isaac Hayes.
Great voice.
Yeah, really came to, you probably don't know this, but one of the greatest songs ever, Soul Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam and Dave, and then the Blues Brothers. Isaac Hayes actually wrote that song.
Really?
A million years ago, inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in 2002, and of course he was the voice of Chef on South Park. And picked up an Academy Award in 1972 for Best Original Song, the theme song from the movie Shaft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like a little dramatic reading?
Yes, please. Yes.
Well, okay, let me see what I got here. Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about? Shaft. Right on. You see, this cat Shaft is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. But I'm talking about Shaft. Then we can dig it. He's a complicated man, but no one understands him like his woman, John Shaft.
Wow. That's nice.
Picked up an Academy Award.
That's very good.
Different time in 1972. I'll just tell you that. And let's see, is Heidi going to be okay?
I think so. She just grabbed her glass and left the room, so I don't know.
Well, it was.
That's never a good sign.
I didn't even want to broach this subject, but it was 1741. Alaska is first sighted, like first time ever,
Nice.
by Danish explorer Vitus Bering, who would go on to have an entire sea named after
Yeah,
him.
Bering Strait.
Yeah, he was leading a Russian expedition, by the way.
Huh.
He's Danish, but yeah, Alaska.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which was an island. And from what I see now, they towed it up off and connected it to Canada or
They
something.
did. Yeah, that's where it is.
1920, huge day, John, for our world. The very first United States commercial radio station begins daily broadcasts.
Yeah, it's Radio Day today.
Yeah, wouldn't you think that would have been on the East Coast, like New York, something like that? That was Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
The Midwest, which I thought was pretty cool, station WWJ.
Nice.
Yep. In fact, they played selections from Cher's greatest hits. and advertised a billion sale at the fairgrounds. 1966, Heidi, I did this one for you.
Okay.
As for some reason, you're one of only maybe 3 people on the planet who is not a fan of the Beatles.
Okay.
Well, back in the day, there were quite a few people who really weren't big on it either. When you think about it, they were pretty cutting edge with the haircuts and everything else. It was startling to
Mop tops.
parents and grandmas
Right.
and grandpas. It was 1966 this day. The Beatles doing a U.S. tour. They head down south to play a show in Memphis, Tennessee, where they are heckled and pelted with rotten fruit.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep, the good old boys just went, nope, we're not doing this.
Memphis welcome right there.
Yeah, how about that? So there's a little nugget for you there. Now, I know, you know, we all know, and we can just forge ahead.
We will do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxFallsJobFair.com.
I'm Nick from PureCanaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low, so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCanaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PURECANA, PureCanaCompany.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. And Dan, what do you find interesting on this fine Friday?
You know, every now and again, I'll find a story about an individual who, even though maybe they end up getting arrested, I just think they should take a bow and, you know, they should be celebrated a little bit because this was a great effort, and I just kind of like this story. Dateline, Greene County, Tennessee. Man has just been charged after he was rescued while floating buck-butt naked on a big group of logs down the Nolichucky River in Greene County.
Alrighty then.
The what?
According to the Greene County Sheriff's Department, Buford T. there, down there, authorities received a call of a man floating naked down the Nolichucky group of logs about high noon this past Wednesday. Crews tried to rescue him at Jones Bridge. Problem was, he didn't want to be rescued.
Yeah, I was going to say, did he even need
He
rescuing?
refused and just kept going down the river. Crews again tried to rescue him at the next bridge, but he refused, but did say, hey, been out here a while, can I get some water?
Oh my gosh.
So he asked for a bottle of water.
That is hilarious.
Oh, it gets better. Was getting difficult for the rescue boat to keep up with them because of high waters from recent heavy rains, and the logs were making pretty good traction. However, the rescue crew was able to eventually intercept him. They even brought a chopper in.
Oh my gosh.
Helicopter helped track the man while he was going down the river. Officials were worried that he may eventually go over a dam that was coming up pretty darn soon. When they finally did catch up with him, got him off the log, he was singing "God Bless the USA."
Wow.
I'm assuming he was intoxicated.
No idea. But I'm like, you know what?
Just a happy dude.
If I'm on the Greene County Commission or whatever, I am going to try to get a street named after this man.
Well, just leave him alone. He wasn't hurting anybody.
He's going down the river naked.
Why did they care?
So he was
A little
naked
thirsty.
on a log going down a river.
Well, yeah.
I think the naked part is
Not
what
a
probably
log.
bothered.
It was a group of
A raft.
of
He made himself a
logs.
raft.
Yeah, kind of.
you
He
know.
was just happy as a lark, and now he's cooling his heels in the Gray Bar Motel. Probably wearing a jumpsuit now, though.
So what is the law he broke there then? It was just nudity?
Public nudity,
Is that
I'm
what he was
sure.
arrested on?
Yeah, indecent exposure.
Indecent exposure and
Creating a nuisance.
yeah. There's probably all kinds of
Interesting.
Yeah. See, there you go. And that's all I shoot for. Interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And it is.
It's right here in the feature title.
It is. I
We
like it.
call stuff
And you nailed it.
Dan finds interesting. Hi, I'm John, and I'm here to show small businesses that radio is a great investment. So, what do you have here?
This is a Chinese Ming vase.
Wow, that looks expensive and a bit fragile.
Yes, it's valued at... Oh my God, what are you doing?
Hey, that was fragile.
Why did you do that?
To show everyone that radio advertising is a much better investment than some old pottery. I sure hope you had insurance on that thing. Let BetterResultsAdvertising.com bring your message to life right here on the radio. Here's the legal lady.
No priceless heirlooms were destroyed. It was all in your mind. Thanks to BetterResultsAdvertising.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Mr. Dan Farris, it is time for a Free Flag Friday.
I love this. Thanks to Mark and Brandy and Sarah at the crew over over at Maximum Promotions. They made all of this happen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, and I'd prefer you stand for this.
I can.
Put your hands together for Mr. Kevin Larson.
Woo!
Kevin going to be the owner-operator of a made-in-America 3-foot by 5-foot flag, complete with stainless pole, all the hardware you're going to need to fly that bad boy high. Oh, and by the way, Maximum Promotion is looking for a part-time flagpole tech assistant.
Oh, nice.
You want to be one of the folks that helps put flags in.
Yeah, you travel around and you do the
It's a cool job.
set up, the install and repair, that kind of thing, part-time gig. You can just give Brandy a shout at 335-1000.
You know, that would be a really cool job for a veteran that's maybe retired, but they're looking for a little bit of time, a little something
Yeah,
to do.
because it's going to average in that
Put up American flags
area
all
of probably, around 20 hours a week or so. And
Yeah, that's cool.
so
I love that.
there you go. I bet you're waiting for some kind of information here.
Well, if you got something, if it's not too much to ask.
Boop, 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 boo. Let's see. Ooh, let's go down here. Alrighty. Talked about the 81st annual Sturgis Bike Rally has come and gone.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit surprising. They finally clocked in at right around 550,000 visitors, which was, not too shabby. Kind of the surprising part was overall crimes were way down. In fact, like DUIs were down like 14%.
Okay,
Which
nice.
that is nice.
That is nice.
Drug arrests way down.
Okay.
Just, usual mayhem and stuff like that. It was a little more settled than years gone by. However, one of the most heinous, weaseliest things in the world, six people have been picked up on trafficking.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Sex trafficking. Yup, started up, and it was a setup. South Dakota Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, which, by the way, does an amazing job, along with the South Dakota Division of Criminal Investigation, U.S. Homeland Security Investigations, Pennington County Sheriff's Office, and Rapid City Police Department. They combined forces to get online predators off the streets. It all started when they came up with a fake persona posing as a 15-year-old girl, and one jumped in, then one thing led to another.
Wow.
6 individuals, every one of them South Dakota, by the way.
Wow.
Well, one was registered as just a citizen of the United States, but the other 5 bona fide South Dakotans. And yeah, they're going away. When it comes to this stuff, it does. It happens right here in this town. It happens every town in America. It's going on, and I want to give a shout out to a couple of great organizations here in town, Call to Freedom.
Yeah.
And also the Compass Center, both nonprofits, and these are kind of the murky waters. They delve in, the big advocates for people who have been victimized by this kind of thing. So,
and anyone that's ever been in that position, my heart goes out to you. That is tough stuff.
Yeah, and it makes me miss To Catch a Predator, which was one of my all-time. Here comes old Chris Hansen. Have a seat right over there. Have a seat right over there. So, the girl got in 13. I was just kind of going to help her because, well, let me see. You got a 6-pack of Zima and some Skittles in that backpack. And I love it on occasion where the perp would get up and run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, where do you think you're going,
You got these beefy cops out in the yard just beating the dickens out of them. And I'd laugh and laugh and laugh. It's just awesome.
Good times.
All right. Well, that's all I got.
Well, and it's plenty. It is your morning coffee break brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris.
I kind of feel like I've been talking about BetterCreditCards.com forever now, but we want to mention that BetterCreditCards.com is designed to help you get a better credit card. Why should that matter to you? Because this can save you money every single month. There's no fee to check it out, so when you get a minute, click on the website BetterCreditCards.com and see if we can help you find a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with something positive, and I have Sadie from downtown Sioux Falls joining me. Riverfest weekend. Holy cow. A lot of fun stuff coming up this weekend, isn't there?
Yes, that is for sure. And I tell you what, we're pretty excited to have Riverfest, especially after not being able to have it last year. We hope that this is the biggest Riverfest ever.
And this has been going on, is it the 8th annual, is that right?
Correct. This is the 8th annual Downtown Riverfest, and really it came from the idea to celebrate the Big Sioux River
Yeah.
and use that beautiful amphitheater right on the riverfront by Sharapa Place. And if people have trouble finding it, it's right by the Arc of Dreams between Sharapa Place and the Raven parking lot. And it's just so unique because you can engage all the attendees with live music and a ton of other activities on both banks of the Big Sioux River.
And we've got live music, we've got food, we've got all kinds of stuff down there. So this is one of those things where you can come down kind of earlier in the day and then just like party right up until the end of it, right?
Exactly. So Riverfest starts at 4 p.m. and goes until 11 p.m. this Saturday, and there's going to be 3 great acts. We have Sioux Falls' own reggae band, Tough Roots, kicking us off, which, I mean, great vibes right away during this event. And then V the Noble One and Knights Tempo. And then we're bringing a band from Omaha, Josh Hoyer and Soul Colossal. And so they'll be headlining for us this Saturday. But like you said, too, there's going to be a ton of different food trucks, some display vendors, and a ton of different activities. So we actually have new this year an activity tent that will include kickoff right away at 4 o'clock. And this is where we hope that children come, families come, and again, this is all for free. And we'll have Phil Baker, children musician, and then we'll have South Dakota Public Broadcasting out there with a bird feeders workshop. The Washington Pavilion's coming out for face painting and puppet making. And the Butterfly House and Aquarium is bringing their mobile exhibit called Ocean in Motion. And last but not least, Undeniably Dairy is doing a scavenger hunt word scramble where you can earn a free scoop of ice cream from the South Dakota State University food truck.
That is
so get
fantastic.
Your ice cream there. Just a couple of things going on.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy Saturday. But the nice thing is, for those of you who didn't catch all of that, I'm sharing all the information right now. You can find it at DTSF.com, and I'm sharing it on our Facebook page, too, just to make it really simple and really easy. And again, this is a ton of fun. How much does it cost to go to this event, Sadie?
Oh, I am so glad you asked because it is completely free to the public. We just want people to come enjoy this event and come downtown.
And this is something that you can't do without sponsors. So a huge thank you to all the sponsors that help make this free. And you got quite a list of them here, don't you?
Yeah, we sure do. And I tell you what, I'm not going to list them all, but we do appreciate that. And can I do one more plug for volunteers?
Absolutely. Please do.
We still need volunteers to put this event on. And we're still looking for 15 to 20 volunteers. And I tell you what, it's a really, really good time. It's fun. It's fast-paced. You get a free volunteer T-shirt as well as an adult beverage when you're done. And so there's a bunch of different duties. We need help IDing, taking tickets, or just slinging beverages. So it is really fun. It's great for networking, maybe if you're new to town or just want to get back out and meet some people. So you can also volunteer. Just visit DTSF.com and fill out the form there.
Very nice. And again, I'm going to make it easy. I'll throw a link to that on our Facebook page. Sadie, thank you so much for taking the time to chat about this.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Again, Sadie is with Downtown Sioux Falls, so when in doubt, you can find it on their website, DTSF.com. But I also shared it on our Facebook page to make it really easy, Facebook.com/SunnyRadio and Facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Addiction is a problem for many, and addiction can drive away those you love the most. Addiction can also lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and if you're not careful, addiction can even cost you your life. TimeForRehab.com reminds you that you don't need to let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at TimeForRehab.com. We want to help. TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now, from the newsiest news center here's our newsman, Mr. Dan, the newsman Farris.
Firmly ensconced at the newsman desk. What's going on? Big story. Maybe you're aware of this, maybe not, but it's kind of a big deal. Dateline New York, the names, social security numbers, information from driver's licenses, other identification of just over 40 million former and prospective customers that have applied for T-Mobile credit, been exposed to a big data breach. company announced
Nice.
earlier this week. The same data for about 7.8 million current T-Mobile postpaid customers appears to have been compromised as well. So this just happens more and more and more and more and more and more. The company said that it has proactively reset all of the PINs on all of those accounts. No Metro by T-Mobile, former Sprint prepaid or Boost customers had their names or PINs exposed. Now, the announcement just comes a few days after T-Mobile said it was investigating a leak of its data after someone took to an online forum offering to sell the personal information of a bunch of these cell phone users. Company said earlier this week that it had confirmed there was unauthorized access to a whole bunch of this stuff. And here's my favorite part of this story. Keep in mind, T-Mobile, tens of millions of their customers had their data breached. But to make up for this, T-Mobile said that it will immediately offer 2 years of free identity protection services.
They can't even keep track of their own stuff.
Thank you, John.
What are they talking about?
Just got breached, but tell you what.
We'll protect you.
Yeah.
We'll let you pay for, no, it's actually free identity. So I just found that a little closer to home. What is going on? Bullets flying in Sioux Falls. The madness is just picking up steam here. Sioux Falls homicide suspect arrested days before shooting and killing a Sioux Falls teen.
Yikes.
In other words, this schlanko was in the slam. He was busting out some windows and cars and whatnot, chased a guy around with a pointy object.
A stick?
Got arrested, got jailed, yeah, kind of, and got booted on bail. This is back on the streets. 3 days later.
Nice. Wow.
3 days later, shot and killed a kid. Police actually thought they had a kid would die in the hospital. It says here, blah, 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 blah. They weren't sure how many times he was shot. Well, count the holes. Let's see. Of course, we stand by. It's how our justice system works. Innocent till proven guilty. Yeah. But I saw his booking photo. He's really guilty. He's going down like a ton of bricks. That's all there is to it. Oh, and finally, because we're very delving, who doesn't love our farmers, right?
I love our
Everybody loves the farmers.
Totally do, man. But it's all about dollars and cents. That's what it is. It's a business. Farming is business. Yeah. So I thought I'd poke my nose into the eastern South Dakota grain markets.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
And I think the following numbers are based on something called bushels.
Okay.
Holding steady. This was holding steady at $2.64. Also holding steady, $4.61. This one's down 0.02 at $4.20. This one's down a little bit too by about 0.05, but averaging $8.15. So you boil this down, you got a 264, a 461, a 420, and an 815. I'm no genius, but I'd go with this 815 one.
Probably.
That's like 2 and 3 times more than the other one.
Right. Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's news. I'm Dan Farris, and if it's news, it is news to me.
I'm Nick from PureCanaCompany.com. We create the purest form of CBD with just 3 ingredients. CBD, as simple as 1, 2, 3. Everything is 100% natural, GMO-free, gluten-free, kosher, and made in the USA. From the soil to the oil, we provide the purest form of CBD. We also keep the prices low, so we can help as many people as possible. Learn more at PureCanaCompany.com. Oils, lotions, bath bombs, and more. Use promo code RADIO to save 10% at PureCana, PureCanaCompany.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, August 20th, 2021. The correction in equities appears to be over, at least for now. Equity markets fell in the pre-market action on the fallout from Wednesday's FOMC revelations, but traders and investors were quick to scoop up the bargains. Thursday's action was bolstered by 2 pieces of better-than-expected economic data, as well as a round of much better-than-expected earnings news from the retail sector. On the economic front, the weekly jobless claim figure and the index of leading indicators were both better than expected. With employment on the mend and economic activity on the rise, S&P 500 earnings could be far better than expected in the second half of the year. Next week is light on the earnings news, but comes with a very key economic report. The monthly personal income and spending data to include the Fed's favored measure of consumer inflation, the PCE Price Index. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.